a flicker of complex emotion in his usually composed eyes. I knew exactly why. He thought I wouldn't leave. We'd had arguments before, but I'd always regret it shortly after leaving, returning to him as if nothing had happened, apologizing, and going back to work as usual. But he probably didn't realize this time was different. My patience with him had finally run out. I walked to the parking garage. I found my beat-up old car, the one I'd driven for 10 years, its paint scratched and faded in several places. Next to it was a brand new top-of-the-line Porsche, the exact one Connor had just given Chloe today. There were plenty of empty spaces in the garage, but she deliberately parked it right here. I understood. It was a clear challenge. It wasn't just two cars, it was like the two of us. Connor and I had been together for 10 years, yet I was worth less than Chloe, who'd only been here for 10 months. I gave a self-deprecating laugh and got into my car. Just then, a text message came through. I opened it and saw a transfer from Liam, my friend. This morning, when Connor said the company wasn't doing well and he was cutting my salary, I'd worried he was under too much stress. I immediately contacted Liam and arranged for a $50,000 loan. I'd intended to give it to Connor, but then I'd accidentally seen Chloe's Snapchat post about Connor getting her a new car. Surprisingly, my heart had been perfectly calm. No sadness. No raging jealousy. Perhaps it was because it had happened too many times. Chloe had been specially recruited by Connor even though her work ability was abysmal. Yet Connor, who was usually so serious and rigorous about work, tolerated her mistakes again and again. From minor things like ordering plain water for a client and a bubble tea for herself during meetings, to major blunders like sending the bottom line price list instead of the official quote to a partner, causing the company to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whenever I held Chloe accountable, Connor would unhesitatingly stand in front of her, looking utterly annoyed with me. Chloe just graduated, isn't it normal to make some mistakes? Why are you so harsh on new hires? Over time, Chloe grew increasingly brazen, to the point where she didn't even acknowledge me anymore. Soon, I left the garage. As the parking barrier lifted, my car suddenly jolted. Realizing I'd been rear-ended, I stepped out, only to see Connor and Chloe walking out of the car behind me, holding hands.